I'm a work in progress. I'm not quite there yet. A little rough around the edges. It's true. I forgot the rest of the words. Come on in. Come on in. Okay, friends, I want to know if any of y'all have actually heard that song. Have you? It's called Work in Progress. And I'm telling you, I think I was introduced to it, a few weeks ago. And then maybe only heard it once or twice. And then this past week, circled back to it. And literally, my kids and I have been listening to it on... Gina, don't you sass me! My kids have been listening to it on repeat. All right, friends. Commercial. While I wait for y'all to come on. Listen. This is motion activated. It is perfect for your bedrooms, your bathrooms, and I'm telling you, it's about to be doggone sold out. So I had to do a tiny commercial because I know you're gonna love me if you get one. Right, today we are tackling what I promised y'all we would. Last week I said I'm gonna show you, we're gonna make some healthy pants cookie dough. Now, did y'all see what Facebook was trying to pull this morning? Oh yeah, Facebook thought it was shut down, freaked the world out, for a few hours, and I thought, well, golly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but we going to do it. So, here we go. Give me some hearts if you're ready for the cookie dough. And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and say hashtag replay, because you got the brand new song. Yes, you did. All right, also, well, first, that's what I was going to get. Squirrel! There, I see them hearts. Yes, I do. Come on in. All right, so you guys are not going to believe this. Two things. You're probably not going to believe what we're going to make this cookie dough out of. In fact, if you guess it right, listen, prizes for you. That's right. So also, the device or the kitchen gadget that we are using today, I don't know that I've ever used it. Ever. So I'm a little nervous because my man had to give me a little walkthrough. So here's the hoping it goes okay. But y'all get this. We gonna make cookie dough today out of, and don't knock it till you try it. You ready? That's right, chickpeas. Chickpeas! Hold on. Do not tune me out. Listen, I'm gonna change your life right now. Yes, I am. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and just identify the amount of potassium in chickpeas. My Southerners are like, this is way too healthy, but hold on. The amount of potassium in chickpeas, and you gonna get some protein. Because you guys y'all know what we do around here. We take your yumminess, we put some good ingredients in it, and you never know. You don't know unless you make it, which is why I was kinda not even gonna tell y'all what I was making, meaning, not tell you what the ingredients are, but then how could you make it? I don't need you saying, no ma'am, no way, when you haven't even tried it. So, go ahead, you can give me some wow faces if you ain't sure, or you can give me some hearts if you, think you might just be down for the shenanigans. Go ahead now. So this is a device I've never used. It's a blender. And in full transparency, I think they want you to use a food processor. But listen, honey, if mama ain't even used a blender before in her life, do you think I own a food processor? No, I do not. No, ma'am, and no, sir. No, I do not. Oh, and by the way, y'all have been thinking filters or needing to zoom in. So here you go. This is my second commercial of the day. Check out my forehead. Check it out. There is no filter and massively zoomed in. So just so you know, if you ever see what I like to call a Band-Aid or a cast, it is working wonders. And I am fine with it. And I'm here for it. And I can wear it whenever I want to in my house or when I walk these hills. Y'all, if you live in Georgia, you know these hills are no joke. No joke. All right, so right now I'm just draining the chickpeas, okay? Or did you know chickpeas and garbanzo beans are the same? They're the same. Same. So we are making cookie dough. Don't y'all be mad. Don't y'all be mad. I didn't mislead you. I said cookie dough, and here is our cookie dough. All right, so I'm doubling this recipe because I'm actually pretty confident that my children, who will not know what the contents are gonna love it, okay? So we have 2 cans of chickpeas. We need a cup of peanut butter. And I was asking my man for some peanut butter, and he gave me this one. And I was like, baby, that ain't gonna do. And so we went ahead and just grabbed a this is brand new. We're gonna have to muscle this thing. Y'all think I can do it? Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was not difficile. What are y'all doing today? Say hey. Say if you even noticed Facebook was down, or maybe you didn't because you're not even on until 2-ish, 2:20-ish on Tuesdays, you know, because maybe in the mornings you're not even doing anything on Facebook. So we're gonna do 1 cup of this, and I actually don't mind that it's a little, what am I trying to say, runny? So here's a cup of peanut butter. Now again, if you don't want to do peanut butter, do almond butter, do cashew butter, do whatever butter you want to do, okay? The chickpeas though, I think are gonna be pretty, if y'all think I'm crazy, you wait until you have some black bean brownies. You will never know they're black beans. Never will you know. Go ahead, let me know in the comments if we need to make some black bean brownies, okay? Now we need a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. So this is just standard organic Kirkland 1/2 cup. Now what the real fun is gonna be is, and I had him, I'm gonna do a little less than half. You know how I do. I always trim the sugars down a little bit, the sweetening action. But what's gonna be interesting is when you guys actually watch me work the blender right there. Do you guys have faith that I can actually do it? I've never used this in my life. Never. This is not, I am advancing my skills for y'all. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna show up with my A game. These people deserve my best. And so here I am just doing it for you. I am just doing it for you. All right, so we have 2 cans of chickpeas. We have a cup of peanut butter. We have a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. Now we need a teaspoon of vanilla. Listen, you don't need much more than this, by the way, although I am gonna fold in some cacao chips or chocolate chips. Now this is a 1/2, oop, that was a little more than 1/2, that's okay. Whoop, that was, all right, that's about, I don't know, a teaspoon, what do you say? All right, y'all pray now. I have to go use this, and do we think it's even gonna, if it's not a food processor, how's it gonna do? I don't know, y'all pray. And how long should I blend it for? Just until a certain consistency? I mean, this is really just a science experiment. You got somebody who has no clue how to use it. You got ingredients, and we're going over here. So y'all pray right now. Here I go. I'm gonna remember my instructions for his. Okay, he said lock it. Oop! Hi! I got out of the thing. All right, he said lock it. He said put this on. Now plug y'all's ears. Plug your ears. Sing a song because I got to blend this. Ooh, not with the top up. Okay, I'm gonna turn the power on. And I'm gonna push play. Can y'all even see this right here? Here we go. I'm nervous. I've never used this before, but I can do it. Give me some hearts if you say I can do it. Go ahead. A little bit of encouragement, okay? I see those hearts. I'm going. I gotta check the consistency. Let's see how this looks. Do we need more? Hold on. It looks okay. You know what I think I want to do though? I think I want to push it down a tiny bit. I think I want to just make sure. Should I pulse it? Is that what I should do? Yeah, thank God I put the lid on, huh? All right, let's put it down. Now, for those of you who are just joining me, I totally confess, I've never used this in my life. Never used this device in my life. Okay, friends, we are gonna pulse this a little bit more because I want my cookie dough to be smooth, but I want the chocolate chips or the cacao, because you guys know how we do. We gonna do some cacao, okay? I want that to be the texture. So here I go. One more time now. Just, was it so loud? It wasn't too loud, right? Here we go, come on. Okay, now he says you gotta lock it. Now, should I pulse it? Would that do? what I want it to do? Woo! Woo! I don't think so. I think just high. What do you think? All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay, undo. I feel pretty proud of myself. I mean, oh, friends, listen to me right now. Now we have peanut butter cookie dough made from what? Somebody put it in the comments, because the people who are just joining us are not even gonna believe how we made this cookie dough. Oh my Lanta. Y'all just buckle up. I'm so excited right now. And by the way, it smells so good. Okay, so I just drained my bowl because I'm actually gonna put the cookie dough in here in this bowl, and then I'm gonna fold in. That's a new term I've learned. Y'all, I'm feeling like professional now. Remember, such an amateur when the requests were made, but I've learned so much thanks to y'all. I absolutely say thanks to y'all. Okay, I really want all that good stuff off. I just don't want to even waste a bit. And so here's what I'm thinking. Eek, those blades look serious. So here's what I'm thinking. I am gonna put some of the cookie dough balls in the fridge just to cool them down. Listen, my kids are gonna get home and they're gonna think mom has lost her mind making cookie dough. They're gonna be like, wait a minute. We get to have cookie dough, although this is the funny thing about my kids. They do get brownies. They do get cookies, right? But you guys all know, like the cookies I be serving, they're just a lot different than what they would get, you know, out there or whatever. Like, oh my goodness, my kids, I don't think I've told you guys this. So we have 3 birthdays in March, my husband and then my twins. And actually, maybe it was my Lincoln, who's actually in May. And he's like, Mom, I want you to bring, and he like requested, was it a cupcake? I don't know what it was, but it was one of my recipes, you know? And I'm like, okay, honey, but like your friends probably aren't used to eating what mommy cooks, you know? Like we just eat a little bit different. Like it's not all sugar and all, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, no, Mom, they're gonna love it. So I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Okay, this cookie dough looks so good. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna fold in the chocolate chips. So we're gonna use about a half cup probably, but I'm gonna go ahead and just, yes, I will measure it, but I'm gonna add what I like per my eyeballs. You know what I mean? Oh, apparently we need a little bit more. Don't worry, friends, I came prepared. I also you guys, you have no idea. I feel like I want to do like 5 recipes every week because I get so excited. Hold on, I gotta grab some scissors. I'm a work in progress. I'm not quite there yet. A little rough around the edges. It's true. Were you here for the beginning song, or are you just joining us? All right, let's see how this looks. And then I'm just gonna spoon a couple into the fridge on a plate, and then a couple probably, of course, this is a lot. This is a lot of cookie dough. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have not read the comments yet, but I so want to. I hope you guys are geeking out. Okay, see, I added what I suggested, but I actually prefer a little bit more. Because like I said, I got that texture really soft from the blender. If you're fancy and have a food processor, please use a food processor. But I don't have that. Never used a blender before. This blender specifically. Okay, this looks perfect. Oh, this looks perfect. Ah! You guys excited? Give me some like claps in the comments or something. Okay, I'm gonna grab a plate. We're gonna spoon these out. I'm gonna put some in the fridge, some in the freezer, and the kids, how many of y'all think I should, I'm not gonna tell them. I'm just gonna tell them I made them something. And then I'm gonna get their reaction and see what they think. How many of y'all think they're gonna be delighted? How many of you think they're gonna be grossed out? Let me know. Won't that be fun? Guessing is always fun because here's the thing. So what if we're wrong? It's just fun to guess and see if like it all pans out because I don't know what's going to happen. Lo and behold, I mean, 3 could love it and 1 could be like, ew, mom, ew. I think I'm going to do parchment paper. But I'm telling y'all, all I smell is peanut butter chocolate. That's exactly what I smell. So, I'm excited. I think they're gonna love it. So I'm just gonna do a couple little scoops here. Oh my, y'all, I have to show you what this looks like. This is legit. Now I will say, if you didn't wanna pulse it as much as I did, you could definitely leave it a little bit more chunky. But like I said, I decided, I should say, to smooth this out so that the cacao chips were my texture. So these look so good. These are totally cookie dough balls. I'm gonna put these in the fridge. Let's do some more. I'm a work in progress. It's true. Oh, I gotta show y'all this too. Hold on, I don't wanna drop it. Oh. Okay. So if you've been around me any hot minute, you know that we get the local fresh raw honey, right? So this is a massive, copious amounts of honey. Well, I didn't want it in this big of a container, so I portioned it out into like this size, right? And that way it's just super easy to use and whatever. So then, if you guys have been here a hot minute, you know my trick. You have a little bit of extra honey because it's sticky, right? And so I heated up a bunch of boiling water and about 5 tea bags and did it in my honey jar. And now I have incredible, yummy, basically good for you iced tea. Sweetened with the local raw honey from this jar. So I know it says honey, but listen, honey, it's some sweet tea right here. Cause you know, I'm straight up Southern anymore. I need another plate. Okay. I'm gonna go grab another plate so I can put these in the freezer, and then I'm gonna browse the comments and see if I can chat with y'all because it's my favorite part. So hang tight. If you got any comments, put them in there. I'm gonna browse them. Hold on. So I think I'll do these in the freezer because were you guys, or was it just me? My best friend and I in elementary school would always raid her grandma's freezer because she always had cookie dough in the freezer. And so I just thought, you know, I'll put some in the fridge so that the kids can have them right when they get home. And I think the coolness, if I'm not mistaken, will kind of solidify them just a tiny bit. But friends, I think these are gonna be a hit. And guess what? Y'all listen, don't even tell my man what these are made out of, okay? Don't even do it because I think he's even gonna like it. And he's not like super picky by any means, but he will tell you. Before he met me, listen, that man lived on pop or soda or Coke or whatever y'all call it. He lived on fast food from like the Go Marts. What's it called at like the gas station? And he will tell you. And then I met her. And he just don't eat that junk no more. No, he does not. Daniel would tell. Daniel, don't you dare, because you know what? I'm going to get to him first, and you won't even get to him for the next 24 hours, and he's going to eat these, and I'm going to get his reaction too, because you don't know what's in them. Okay, let me browse it. Gina! See, Gina's upset right now because she didn't get utilized in this live, and she feels a little left out, and just, she's feeling all feisty and hasty and all the things. All right. Yes, we made cookie dough. By the way, Diana, you had mentioned oatmeal raisin, and that is something I have not made, and so I think I need to do that. Like, I haven't even made that in my real life, let alone on this show. So, of course, I should probably tackle it on the Southern Mesh Show because, well, if you're going to make a mess, you might as well make a mess. All right. Yes. Ooh, wait, Diana, have you made these? Listen, Diana's always showing me up. Cookie dough out of beans. That just sounds like we're going to have a Daniel, you do anything to get a sample, sir. You crack me up. I just seen a recipe like this after you mentioned the cookie dough. No way. Oh my goodness. Isn't it funny that like once you hear something or you're like focused on something, it pops up everywhere. In fact, I remember this one family, one of the kids like really wanted a yellow car. And he's like, there's never any yellow cars. And then of course they were going somewhere. And I don't think it was anywhere like far away or whatever. But guess what they started noticing? Yellow cars everywhere. All right, you got a kid for that blender? Uh-oh, what does that mean? As in my kids are normally the ones that are like mashing and, you know, mixing and all the things. So funny thing about the blender is this is totally my husband's tool. And in the summer, he makes us the yummiest smoothies, packed full of berries. And then he'll add like an aspect of protein. And then he'll make them into like acai bowls. And so like he totally is the blender boy. That totally just came out. But literally, I had never used this device, never used this kitchen tool. And I was like, Nordstrom, you got to help me not, you know, because he's gone, he's getting the babies. I'm like, and I need it today because we don't have a food processor and I need it for my cookie dough recipe. And he's like, okay. So he gave me step by steps. I was so grateful. All right. You learned the blender in kindergarten in this. Daniel, listen, I'm just showing my true colors. I'm from the South. All right. No, listen, Daniel, you're cracking me up. Oh yeah, I gotta stick them in the fridge. All right, y'all are so encouraging. They're gonna love them. I agree. You don't think you've ever had, okay, Jessica, were you here in the beginning when we talked about incredible amounts of potassium? And make sure to, like, for example, when you buy yours, I always do prefer organic, but you want to make sure that there's no additives in your ingredients. So look at your ingredients, and this literally just says all it is organic chickpeas, water, and sea salt. So it's kind of like your tuna. When you buy tuna, don't buy tuna in the oil, okay? You want tuna in the water. Now, I know Daniel's going to be sassy. He's going to jump in the comments and say, tuna in the water ain't good. Listen, yes, it is. Tuna in water is just fine. And then you go ahead and get you some avocado mayo. That's for you, Daniel. And you got yourself a yummy tuna melt. I mean, we could do tuna melts. We can make you a healthy tuna melt. Listen, you give me your favorite recipe in the comments, and I'm going to amplify it. I'm going to Southern mess it up, and you ain't even going to be mad. No! Oh, I'm feeling spicy today. Facebook let me go live, so I'm feeling spicy. All right. Ooh, hold on. Diana says, I take my dark cacao with some coconut oil and melt, then drizzle across the top. Diana, listen, you should come be a guest on the Southern Miss because I'm telling you, I need your tips and tricks, sister. That sounds delightful. In fact, I think I might go get me a pot right now. I don't think I'm going to make y'all wait, though. So that's going to take me a minute. But I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to do the originals, and I'm going to do the Diana tip. I'm going to execute it right now. All right, friends. You are fun. You are amazing. Thanks for joining me. It's always way more fun when you do. And, of course, next week we'll be right here in this kitchen making a mess. But if y'all saw my reel, listen, the kitchen does get cleaned. It's just that when I make a mess, my man cleans it up. And I love him. All right, y'all know households just run, and they run well with some good systems and teamwork. All right, so shout out to my man. He's amazing, and the kitchen is not like the real was. So if you are mortified, listen, it's just called living once in a while. You know what I mean? Once in a while, things get a little out of hand, but don't worry. They always get fixed, especially before bedtime, because ain't nobody waking up to a mess in the morning. That's called a bad day. Bye, friends.